My name is Kyle Hamilton, and I'm a sales engineer with Flycast Partners. And in this presentation, I'll be providing an overview of the integration between RemedyForce and BMC Client Management. One of the nicest features of RemedyForce is the ease and the depth to which it is integrated into the BMC Client Management tool. This provides users of RemedyForce with direct access to be able to manage the devices within the RemedyForce console without having to log into multiple tools or deal with multiple interfaces, and provides them with a single pane of glass so that they can handle and ultimately resolve a lot higher percentage of calls rather than having to simply take in the information and then escalate it to level 2 or level 3 support. So let me show you what I mean. I've got an incident form currently brought up within the RemedyForce console, and you'll notice down here within the form itself, I've actually identified a specific configuration or asset, configuration item or asset that is associated with this particular caller. Now, due to the fact that that particular asset has the BMC Client Management agent installed on it, not only does it allow me the ability to be able to link it to the ticket, so at first it populates the CMDB with that information so that it's there for selection, but ultimately it also provides me with the ability through this Agent Tools menu at the top window to be able to pull up a detailed actions window on top of this. So if I need additional information or deeper information regarding that asset, I can bring up that summary of hardware and software details. So I can browse and view detailed memory configuration, hard drive configuration, as well as track things like software licensing, financial details. There's a host of information that's available to the user right here through the RemedyForce form. Beyond that, if I actually need to reach out or affect some fix on the device, I also have multiple options available through this actions window. I can go and request full remote control and screen sharing with the user, follow along with the process, or resolve something myself manually through the remote control interface. Or I can also go through what's referred to as direct actions that provide me with direct access to that user's registry to be able to see running processes, stop and start those if need be, right here through the interface. Services. So I've got a host of other capabilities without having to take full remote control and pass all of that screen information back and forth to be able to stop and start processes or services on the machine that might be hanging up the processor as an example. Now, in this particular case, this user has requested a copy of the Firefox browser to be installed on their desktop. So beyond simply being able to shut down and stop processes or services, you can also enable them to have access to advanced actions or more scripted actions. These can be made available in a menu system so that they can simply browse all of those options that are available to them. And you can see it can include everything from being able to deploy applications, uninstall applications, lock the device, shut down the device, restore desktop shortcuts, or access to sales shares that somebody might have deleted inadvertently from their desktop. So again, you can enable the user to execute these commands directly on the end user's workstation, even in cases where they don't necessarily have the permissions or the skills to do so by themselves, but by providing it through this nice menu, we give them the ability to execute these actions that have been provided to them. So in this case, if I want to deploy Firefox automatically for this user, I simply have to click on the option and click OK. The system will go through and automatically notify that agent to go and start pulling down Firefox from the client management tool. And in turn, it automatically creates a task for the deployment, which I can see here on the record details page. So as I reload and refresh this, you'll see right here in the link task section that it's now input the task record, automatically completed it, showing me that it was completed automatically using an operational rule. So that way I have the history related to that deployment. But at this point, I'm able to, if I'm on the phone with the user, I can actually ask them to check, make sure that Firefox is installed, and if everything appears to be working functionally, working okay for them, I can go right here and put in the resolution and go into my closing process. And we'll just save this real quick. And that way, I'm able to resolve this issue remotely without having to go through and jump back and forth between multiple tools. And I'm able to resolve a much higher percentage of calls on that first call without having to escalate tickets up and force the user to have to go back and forth time and time again to get that resolution. So I hope this has provided a nice overview of the functionality of the RemedyForce and BMC Client Management integration. If you'd like to see more or simply have additional questions, please feel free to reach out to us at info@flycastpartners.com, or you can call us at 1-844-FLYCAST, which is 1-844-359-2278. Thank you.